Man cannot live by soup alone. Yeah, I've discovered that. I'm starting to feel it. Got some really good homemade soup here. Oh, and by the way, homemade bread. Yes, I make my own bread. And just like you can tell the difference between homemade soup and the bought stuff, of whichever variety, such a difference between the homemade and the bought. There is also a huge difference between homemade bread and bought bread. So I've been making my own bread for years. I've got it in a bread machine, so it's pretty straightforward, but it's still a huge difference. It's not as sweet. It's just, there's more to it. You don't have to eat as much bread because it's a heavier bread. I've got white crusty bread here and I have to slice it myself. So yes, it's a bit more involved, but I put it in a bread machine and do the whole process, which is fairly straightforward once you get used to it. Excuse me. And I enjoy it. I love it. So there you go. Homemade bread, homemade soup. But this being day number 6, I am over having soup. This is what happened last night. Dinner time, and I'm giving this crab and cheddar a go. Seafood soup is not a favourite of mine, and seafood and cheddar, so maybe it's got supposed to have a cheesy flavour. It just, I don't know what it smells of. It's definitely creamy. Unfortunately, it's not overpowering because I was dreading the thought of having some high-powered fish soup, and it's not like that at all.
Who made it?
It's made by Chincoteague. I don't know. Chincoteague. Yeah. And Chesapeake Bay. It's got some interesting ingredients. It says, one taste, and you will agree this crab soup is naturally sea-licious. That's S-E-A-C, Serve hot as a soup or as a sauce over pasta, rice, fish or casserole. Serve chilled as a cold soup or as a salad dressing. Try adding an equal amount of sour cream to create a crab and cheddar dip. Well, there you go. Okay, well, I'm having it as soup and it's my main meal for the day. Isn't that great? And I've only got 2 days to go. Wow. Yes, there were about 2 bowls worth of that soup, and I just didn't want to have the second bowl because it wasn't so good. Let's just leave it at that. This one's really nice, and I'm enjoying this. And what is it? It's just after 10 o'clock in the morning, so this is my breakfast come lunch. I might have a little bit more at 1 o'clock this afternoon. And then this evening I've got to go for either Campbell's or Heinz tomato, vegetable and lentil. I'll wait and see, and I'll put that on tomorrow's video, which will be the last one. So thanks for all the donations, keep them happening. It's just been fantastic. I can't believe that I've nearly raised $200 and hopefully over the $200 by the time we get to the end of tomorrow. It is just fantastic to raise that for the Salvos, for what they do, and thanks very much everybody. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Look at that again. That is just gigantic. Get a real close-up of all of that stuff. There's a lot of stuff in there. That's a lot of stuff, Geoff. First up.